Hello everyone, this is Tamisha with Educational Tutoring Centers with a couple problems from the ASVAB preparation book. It's the 9th edition, and these problems are on page 419 under Math Knowledge Subtest 5. These are questions 2 and 3. The first question says, from 8x squared minus 7x subtract 2x minus 3x squared. Okay, now in order to subtract these, we have to know that variable terms can only be added to or subtracted from terms that have identical variables. So in this particular problem, we have our 8x squared, and this is 7x, and this is 2x's, and this is 3x squared. So the two things that look alike are the x squared term here and the x squared term here. And then the other ones that look alike are the 7x, or I should say the x variable, and this one has an x variable. Okay, so what we will be subtracting is the smaller variable term from the larger variable term. Okay, so you could just think about this as 8 apples minus 3 apples makes 5 apples. Okay, and then the other ones that we have, we always take the sign that's in front of it. Minus 7x. And we're going to subtract 2x from it. Okay, now if you notice, this 2x here is positive, but we're subtracting. So we're subtracting 2x. So if you think about temperature, if it were negative 7 degrees outside and the temperature dropped 2 more degrees, it would be a total drop of 9 degrees. So that would be 9x. And let me go back here to this one. This 3x term is negative and we're subtracting. So a negative and a negative come together and make positive. So that's actually, this one here is actually going to be 11x squared. Okay, so be careful with those. The answer choices on here are A, 11x squared minus 9x, B, 5x squared minus 5x, C, 6x squared minus 4x, D, 10x squared minus 10x. So it's our first answer choice, which is A, which is 11x squared minus 9x. Okay, because these are the two terms that we have, 11x squared and a minus 9x. Okay, now if you put minus 9x first and then put plus 11x squared, that answer is technically okay, but we tend to put the higher exponent variable first, and then the other ones we put them in descending order based on your exponents. Okay. Alright, so let's look at this next one over here. It says, what is the product of 2x cubed y and the quantity of 3x squared y minus 4? With multiplication, this is similar to a two-digit number times a one-digit number. We would set it up like we would multiplication. This one, you do not have to worry about if the variable terms look alike because it's done differently in multiplication and division. And so you can just set it up like a multiplication problem. or you can do it through distributing. So you would take this term and multiply it by this, and keep the sign, and take this term and multiply it by that. Okay, so here I'm multiplying. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply 2x cubed y by this -4. And it's -4 because you take the sign that's in front of it. And then I'll take this 2x cubed y and multiply it by the other term. So 2x cubed y, and I'm going to multiply it by 3x squared y minus, not -4. I've already done the -4. Okay, all right. So here we're going to multiply the constants, which are the numbers. So we have 2 times -4, which is -8. Okay, and then we have the x cubed y, and there's no other variables in this term here, so we just keep the x cubed y. Okay, on this one we multiply our constant terms again, which is 2 times 3, which makes 6. And then here we have our variable terms that we're multiplying by each other. So we have x cubed times x squared. And when you're multiplying variable terms, you keep the variable term the same, and when you multiply, you add the exponents. So that would be x to the 5th, And here we have y times y, okay? Now, we keep the variable the same. And what exponent do we have on these? Well, there is none listed, so it's understood to be a 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2, okay? So that would be y squared, okay? So our answer would be 6x to the 5th y squared minus 8x cubed y. Okay, now if these variables here look the same, then we could subtract them. So if this right here said x to the 5th and y squared, then we could subtract them. But since they're different, this is like we have 6 buses and 8 cars, so we can't add or subtract them because they're not like variable terms. Now, answer choices here in our book would indicate that answer choice B would be correct. This would be answer choice B. Okay, so that is it for these 2 problems. We do offer face-to-face tutoring. We offer phone tutoring, and we also offer whiteboard tutoring, which is interactive. So we offer our services all around the world. You would just simply need to have access to our whiteboard tutoring. You would write your problems down. We would interact with you through the board, just like we would if we were face-to-face and writing problems down on paper. If you like these type of videos, please click on like. If you would like to see our updated videos, please subscribe. Thank you for watching.